Okay, which niche? Yes, this is the question. Some of this bugs people, a lot of people have done this one. But how did I learn it? How did I learn to pick a niche? And how did I earn it? Well, I invested in a course from learn.com, and I went through that course and called, Blueprint, Inbox Blueprint, or and in there they've got a comprehensive lesson on a niche, which is very, very good. I learned a lot from that, and that's how I learned it, from that course. Now I could go to that and I'll show you that. Right, hang on a minute, let's see. I probably should have had this preloaded, so then, come on, play ball. This is there, it is there. Picking a niche, right there. Here it is there, and there's all the modules in that particular. That's all the modules inside that. It's module 2, picking a niche, and these are all the modules through it, doing the research and everything else, which I'll go into in a moment. So yes, I learned it through this. That's what I did, and I have also learned it from other things as well. But yeah, that's where I learned it from a course. See, from somebody else who is an expert at that. You see, so and the research I had to do, you have to do with that, with regards to picking, or which niche shall I go into, is you pick a niche, right? You think about what you're going to do, and then you go to these places here: Udemy, ClickBank, YouTube, Google, and Amazon, to see if that niche has demand, is profitable, and is sustainable, and has ongoing income, which I've covered in here, see? So, I mean, that's how that is. Depending on what niche you're to, if you're going to weight loss, or if you go, if you're going into health and fitness, or what else? Doing the keto diet, or doing a vegan diet, or doing whatever, or taking you're doing supplements, or I mean, you just do your research on these things, on these sites, to see whether or not those particular niches are indeed profitable or worth doing. See, is there demand? You see, is there demand for these, for the products that your niche that you are? Has it got lots of products in it? Is there lots of products in that niche that you're going into? Is there lots of products being sold? Is there lots of products, and is there lots of competition? Because usually what that says is that when there's lots of competition, there's lots of demand. Lots of customers are buying those products. You see. Is there medium or less competition? Well, this is probably the best area to be in, but nevertheless, if it's medium competition, why is that? Is it because that there's, the products isn't as good, or there's a lot of, or is there a big refund rate? What's the problem? To do that, and then there's the low competition. You see. Where the competition is really low. Is it a bad product? Is the refund rate very, very high? Is people don't like the product. They just, they think it stinks, and they don't want to buy it. This is the thing. You've got to go through for these things. So the best, probably, when the demand is, to go for if you're on ClickBank, the best way I look at it is go between 30 and 100, and you get it about right there. You see, and that's with gravity, because they have a gravity score. You see, for the demand that's going on, how much people are buying the product. See, when you're doing your research, very important thing to understand that. Okay. And the next thing is it profitable? Is the profit from this that you're from the affiliate product you're promoting? Has it got high profitability, medium profitability, or low profitability? Now you want to be between high and medium. Why do I say that? Because you see, you've got your bills to pay. You've got to pay for advertising. You're going to pay for, you know, hosting for your, you know, if you're doing click funnels, you've got to pay for that. And if you know, you can get away from the autoresponder because ClickFunnels has one. But if you have to pay for a separate autoresponder, well, you've got to pay for that too. See, so you've got to think to yourself, well, you know, how quickly do I break even? Do I break even with a product with a high profitability, medium profitability, or low profitability? But more than likely, it's going to be either the high or the medium. So then you can break even fairly quickly. You know, within a few days of sending a few emails, you break even, and that's what you want. You know, with the low profitability, it's going to take a lot longer. So you really don't want that. You know, because you know, you want it to be in a few days, if possible, within 10 days. You know, you want to be, and so to get that, you get the high and the medium scale profitability. You see, and that's how that one works. And then there's the sustainability. How long does this thing last? You know, has it been around a while? You know, has it been around 5 years, 6 years? You know, how many years have it been around? Has it been 1 year, 2 years, 6 months? You know, if it's, you know, and is it still sustainable? Is it got lots of clients buying it? Lots of people are still buying this. You know, and then it's long lasting. You know, people need this. They come back to return back to it. What kind of products are sustainable? Well, you know, taking of supplements and stuff like that usually is like that because it's ongoing and it's sustainable. See, that's the reason for it. You know, people take it all the time. You know, you might have your green juice or you might have your protein shake and you know, things like that. You know, usually that's how it is. You know. You know, and then you got your medium ones which don't last long. You know, the medium ones don't last long. But, well, you know. It doesn't last long. So what do you do with that? Well, you know. It means you know, the product has only a short lifespan, so, you know, it's not going to be around for years, you see. You know, it gets replaced. Something else comes out better and then it's gone, you know, and that happens quite a lot online. It really does, especially with ebooks and things like that, information like that, written information. It's replaced really quickly, you know, because it doesn't last long, you know. And then you got the low one, short term only, which is this is the very worst one, which you know, it's usually you only sell this once and that's it. You get your commission and that's your lot, you know. It really isn't that sustainable, you know, and it doesn't last. And soon enough, it's gone, you know, and you have to go and find another product for you to promote, and you know, that's how it is. The best one to have is to find products that are with high sustainability and that are long lasting. Some medium, yes, but they don't last as long as the high ones, and those are the ones you want to go for. You know, they're the ones that last. And then the next thing you want ongoing income. This is very, very important, you know, because, I mean, let's face it, you know, you know, you don't want to be promoting stuff one-offs all the time. I mean, it just saps the energy out of it because you've got to keep building these pages and keep building the opt-in pages all the time, you know. But if you've got a product which is giving you ongoing residual income, it becomes a lot easier because you know, people are coming to your opt-in page because it's sustainable. It's long lasting. It keeps on going. You know, you know, it's ongoing residual income. Now, one of the best for this kind of, you know, this residual ongoing income, which I've got to admit, is ClickFunnels. You know, they do this really well. You know, they really do for their affiliates. They look after them that way. If someone comes in, buys one product, you know, like one of the books, say, and then they go and buy Funnel Hackers, and they go and buy the ClickFunnels account, and start to have their own ClickFunnels builder, and they spend 290 something or other a month. Then the one who introduced them through the book is the one who gets the income. See, so that's a residual income. And then anything else, one funnel away challenge, same thing. You know, same deal. If it comes through that your link, as a result, it was one of your customers, you get them with $100. That's how that works. See, yeah, he's really fair. This Russell Brunson from ClickFunnels. He's really fair with that. And then there's the medium ones who have some residual income, but these could be CPA networks and stuff like that, with referrals and stuff. That's what that is. And then there's low ones, the low ones with no residual income, which is just you get your commission and that's all you get, and that's about it. So there it is. That's my thoughts on that, on how you do it. This is how it is. This is how what is this? This is my my procedure. This is how my outcome. This is my that word eludes me right now. But this is what it is. This is how it is, And you just, I can go back because I've done this as a slideshow for in Outlook, not in the Microsoft product. So that's what I've done. So and it it does the trick, So I don't have to show my face. So I just do it, and okay, that's it, okay. So that's my explanation on that. This is how I've learnt how to do this, and it was hard one, but hey, I had to learn it. I had to go through the frustration of going on the site and oh mate, and then going through, and you get thrown into different rabbit holes. You go down those rabbit holes, and then you go into different and it just gets real frustrating. You just got to keep yourself organized, and you got to keep yourself focused on what you want to achieve. You see, you need to write it down, and that's all it is. And I says, well, I've had to learn that the hard way. That's a hard lesson, because you just get distracted. That's what happens. This is all hard-won stuff. It's not something that just comes overnight. It doesn't. You've got to practice. It's no different to playing a drum kit. It's the same thing. People think they can learn an instrument overnight. No, you can't. And I says, learning to play a drum kit, it takes thousands of hours, 10,000 hours to, see, the Beatles didn't become famous because they were the Beatles, they didn't. No, that's not how that worked. They became famous because they did 10,000 hours together. That's how they became famous. 10,000 hours together. That's why they were so good. That was the only reason. And if they hadn't have done that, they wouldn't have got anywhere. It's as simple as that. They needed to do the 10,000 hours. It's the same with everything. You've got to do the time. Without doing the time, you don't get nowhere. We all want to get there quick. But unfortunately, there's the 10,000 hour rule, which says you must do 10,000 hours to get good at anything. And if you want to, be an electrician or a plumber or a carpenter or or a spray painter or a panel beater or any of these trades, right? You've got to do 5,000 hours plus some 6. You see, right? There's no getting around it. That's all there is to it. If you want to be a tradesman, then you've got to qualify. That's it. And the qualifies passing the exams and doing the time. That's it. And it's the same in this. You just got to give yourself the chance to just to do the time. All right. Oh well, I'll say thank you for listening and watching. I hope that this is my my outcome and how I've reached it and what I've had to go to get to it. So I'll see you later, and I'll say thank you very much.